changes can be seen as a good thing. However, if you want to grow and if you want to develop, change is very important. And on Morning Ride, on this special, wonderful day, we welcome you to Nigeria's longest running TV show. My name is Stephen Ipalibo Lawson. Talking about change, we know that the country and the people are moving to the destination which we all desire. Certainly joining me as always are the two wonderful gentlemen and lady who will be making this particular edition of Morning Ride a memory to cherish. First is my very good friend and colleague, Mr. Oakwe. How are you, Oakwe?
Hi, good morning Lagos and welcome to Morning Ride.
All right, and also the wonderful, lovely lady in pink. Oh, I don't know the color. Eniola Tuga, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and it's called Peach.
Oh,
just
Peach.
so you know.
Wow. Okay.
All right, good morning Lagos, good morning Nigeria. Welcome to your favorite breakfast show called Morning Ride.
All right, on Morning Ride, like you know, we oftentimes bring to you some of the things that are going to make your day quite a delight. We give you not just information and engagement, we also bring to you entertainment that is going to help you have a wonderful, relaxing time at home. I want to say a big thank you to every one of you out there who have been wonderful fans of this program. But to start off the program today, we are going to be kicking off with a wonderful musical. A musical that is bringing back fond memories and a projection to a better future. And this musical, you have it right now.
No call your party on there, because nothing to yourself. Nothing party on there, because nobody knows tomorrow. Oh, yeah, not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, condition is permanent. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, but some fingers are not equal. China not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, condition is permanent. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, but some fingers are not equal. If you dey laugh me, you dey laugh my God. Patient dog with your tentacle. Who the person go shop, you know go pass some more. So not take my job, will begin to laugh me. Only if you dey laugh me, you dey laugh my God. Patient dog with your tentacle. Who the person go shop, you know go pass some more. So not take my job, will begin to laugh me. Oh, yeah, not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, condition is permanent. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, but some fingers are not equal. China not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, condition is permanent. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, but some fingers are not equal. No laugh, some people will be say no get. Brother make you not the best, just because you not get. If I dey go dead, not be from your pocket. Wetin dey make you, not dey mind your business. I dey do conductor, no job for now. I dey drive okada, brother life no be yam. Wetin dey make you, not dey mind your business. So not take my job, go begin dey laugh you. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. No condition is permanent. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, but some fingers are not equal. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. No condition is permanent. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, but some fingers are not equal. Oh, the landlord make you not forget. Say one day you go surely travel, and if you travel make you not forget. See, another landlord go show you trouble. Anything you do, you tell a man today. Ready for your own tomorrow. My brother wickedness in and the day. Blessing in the delay, but you know the change. Oh, yeah, not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, condition is permanent. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, but some fingers are not equal. China not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, condition is permanent. Not to be shopping and they do the laugh. Oh, but some fingers are not equal. Send up with the band, who the best in good job. go pass some more. So not take my job, will begin to laugh me. No laugh, some people will be say no less. But I'm making on the dress, so because you know.
All right, this is such a wonderful memory that you'll begin to imagine what African China was like those days. This was like over a decade ago.
Yes, and the song is still very, very good to hear and all that. And funny enough, for me personally, that song, No Condition is Permanent.
Is your favorite African China song?
Yes, one of my favorite of African China songs. Actually, my favorite. You understand?
Oh, really?
Because it has a whole lot of message in it, and you know, it's something.
It's motivational,
exactly.
kind of.
The song that when you hear it and you're like, okay, whatever it is, maybe you were feeling down before, or you've been thinking of some things and thinking that, okay, how are you going to do it, and the condition you are right now, and then you listen to it, boom. No condition is permanent.
It's amazing. I'm hoping that African China is going to join us in the studio one of these days. I'm hoping perhaps. You never can tell, you know, because the sound you've just seen right now is such a wonderful, wonderful one that brings that great memory. But then again, we're talking about change. And on Morning Ride, we have good change. It's amazing that I would like to announce that Morning Ride, as a reason of popular demand, is now being extended to 1 hour 30 minutes. That is 90
I think that deserves
a round of applause.
A round of applause. So you're going to be enjoying us more.
That's because the viewers and the fans, your fans, actually requested could we have more of this time extended, especially on the family program?
If we're talking about people that have fans, Stephen, I think you're on the forefront of this.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. As a matter of fact, we know that the menu is going to be having a little change here and there, and change is positive because we understand that we have other segments coming in.
Definitely.
Like what, any other?
Of course, there are lots and lots of segments coming in, like the kids segment, and of course, in anticipation of the celebration of the Children's Day. So we are going to be having that, and at the same time, we have news updates. So you get to hear more news. Enjoy more news updates on the show, and lots of more. Lots more, and we do not want to let the cat out of the bag just yet.
Well,
so
but don't forget about the trending topics on social media. That's also one of the segments. That's one segment I'm looking forward to, because I'm an avid follower of things happening on social media, and it's actually something that we should talk about very often here.
Yes. Hakwe, I think it's better for our viewers not to really get to know.
Well, fair enough.
All you just have to do is stay tuned, relax, and enjoy the ride this morning.
Well, that's amazing, because you have one more reason to stay tuned to NTA, Nigeria's longest running TV show, which is the Morning Ride. But you see, joining us in the news segment is a wonderful broadcaster. I listen to him when he broadcasts the news. His voice and his way, his courage and all that just makes you believe that news is all about show business as well. That is what you talk about professionalism. And ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Ademola Adeoye. How are you, sir?
Steve. Thank you so much for, bringing us here to join you guys on Morning Ride. It's a beautiful show, and I must confess that you guys have really tried.
Well, thank you.
30 years are still running, and being able to keep the viewers, I mean, it's a lot of work. And kudos to you guys.
Thank you. It's a teamwork, and definitely you hear the voice. That is the voice.
What are we talking about? Anyway, let me just give you the news. Then you can continue with your show.
Thank you very much.
All right. And now there's the news happening in Lagos. Motorists can now heave a sigh of relief following the withdrawal of vehicle inspection officers, VIOs, from Lagos roads by the state government. Mixed reactions have, however, continued to trail this move. Ime Udori went to town to sample opinions of motoring public.
The flagrant abuse of road traffic regulations by motorists necessitated the deployment of road traffic officers on highways across the country. One of such agencies is the Vehicle Inspection Officers, VIO, whose major objectives are ensuring proper documentation of vehicles, issuance of roadworthiness certificates, hacking permits and licenses, as well as arrest of violators of road traffic regulations. In recent times, however, officials of VIO have been accused of various unruly behaviors, ranging from harassment of motorists on the roads to unwarranted arrests, for diverse offences. The need for reorientation of these officers by the state government became necessary following a myriad of complaints. This is why the Lagos State government decided to withdraw the vehicle inspection officers, VIOs, from roads in the metropolis to reform their style of operations.
As a responsive and a responsible government, we felt that we should look into, but that's just a minute aspect of the general reform that we think that we need to, bring on board. Not only for the operations of the VIO, but for the transport sector.
Meanwhile, the motoring public described the turn-off event as cutting down on the excesses of VIOs.
Sometimes they cause traffic while trying to stop people. I think they should find a better way of trying to, ask people to park.
There was a time they arrested me for the school glass. It was just a little mark. They apart the car, give me the what they call it, 50,000 years before I can get over. I pay for the damage, I pay for everything.
I do my own document in their office because I want the genuine document. Maybe along the road, the person that will sign it on seat is not on seat.
Yes, they can still give them training while they are at work. Some can go for training. They cannot be doing all of them at the same time.
The training is a welcome development. And it shouldn't be a one-off thing. I think it should be a regular thing.
If actually that is the reason for the action, it's good.
Technology is improving. People go through training. They have to be trained. I support it 1,000%.
However, a statement from the Commissioner for Transportation, Lagos State, Prince Olanrewaju Elegushi, stated that VIOs are on training in order to improve their services in line with global best practices. He further stated that they have not been banned from the roads as there is no directive to that effect from the Lagos State Governor. Elegushi added that the return of the vehicle inspection officers will bring about the much-needed sanity on Lagos roads.
Motorists plying Apapa Bridge on route Ijora can now heave a sigh of relief following the rehabilitation work carried out on the bad spots on the bridge. Abolade Salami reports that the fixed spots have significantly reduced bottleneck on the bridge.
Exactly 4 weeks ago, free movement of vehicles in and out of Apapa and its environs was an unbearable experience for motorists. This was because of the long, hard gridlock caused by the rehabilitation work on the Apapa Bridge. With the completion of the rehabilitation exercise, the situation is now different, as motorists now ply the road freely. Some motorists expressed appreciation to the federal government for the quick intervention to ameliorate their sufferings.
But nice, it's rather nice. At least we can pass with peace of mind. But as they fix that place, let them come and fix it here.
It's not a thing to be debated upon. As that place is fixed, it will only inconvenience people for some time. And after that, everybody enjoys the road. They are doing a very excellent job. Honestly, I must commend them, but it's taking too much time.
So as they repair that bridge, if the motor will come for Appa, so we want them repair the road itself before motor go climb bridge. Now I think what we want to do that.
That help is better now.
They however appealed to relevant authorities to fix other bad spots along Tinkan Wharf Road in order to put an end to the incessant fall-off of heavy-duty trucks along the road. In Lagos, Abolade Salami, NTA News.
Academic excellence in higher institutions depends largely on students' dedication to studies. Sometimes, however, commitment to studies fails to guarantee excellence to bright students as a result of factors like lecturers' victimization and prejudice. NTA News sought the views of Nigerians on this.
The respondents, mostly students, had quite a lot to share about their experiences in school. They allege that mass failure in the various facilities is usually as a result of lecturers getting back at targeted students who may have stepped on their toes during the academic year.
We have lecturers who victimize students either because they feel the student is intimidating, or they feel the student is stubborn, or they feel the student is proving a point that is, and then they feel intimidated, or they feel, and you just need to pen this guy down.
From the part of, you can be either from the student themselves not preparing very well,
or from the lecturer demanding something from them.
However, the acting head of Economics Department and Chief Exam Officer, University of Lagos, Associate Professor Dr. Olukemi Lawansi, shut down allegations of lecturers victimizing students.
If somebody just says, oh, I thought I should have done better. I mean, you are not the one that said the questions, you are not the one that did the marking scheme. How do you want to convince me that you should have done better when you are not the one that marked? So sometimes there are cases like that I have just dismissed because it doesn't have any substance.
As a chief exam officer, she said it is a duty to cross-check results before the final collation, adding that discrepancies are sorted out at this stage. She said students who feel they have been victimized have the opportunity to make a formal report to the authority in order to bring such lecturer to book.
If any student is sure of himself that, look, this is a case of victimization, either sexual or because the girl has refused to respond to the man's sexual advances or something, and you are bold about it and you say it, something will be done.
Observers advise that students to take their studies seriously, as this will serve as defense against questionable lecturers who may want to take advantage of anyone.
The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, says getting the children involved in the fight against corruption by tapping into their creative abilities will help build a bright future for the children. This was demonstrated at the Literary Arts and Painting Initiative, where children were encouraged to express their condemnation of corruption in literary terms in Lagos. Abolore Ogbara has the details.
50 students selected from different schools in Lagos, both public and private, were given the opportunity to showcase their talent in paintings, literary arts, and mixed media competitions. The acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, Ibrahim Magu, said the paintings illustrated the different faces of corruption and the new Nigeria.
We want everybody to unite, to join us in the fight against corruption.
Other prominent Nigerians emphasized that with these efforts, support at grooming the Nigerian child in positive attitudes, the country will be a better nation for all.
This is our own way of preaching. It's all part of preaching, but we also like to catch them young. Just catch them young, and also want to make adults feel ashamed of themselves when they see what is produced by these children.
What we are doing is to bring the best out of them, groom great entrepreneurs and leaders that will go through the VOTC in form of an academy to lead change in various sectors of Nigerian economy.
Some participants expressed their views on the project.
We have a chance for our voices to be heard, to let the government know that we children have a solution to all the problems that are happening right now in Nigeria. If you want to make your country better and where you stay better, be a patriotic Nigeria.
The theme is Enhance the Heritage, Advance the Future. In Lagos, Abolore Ogbara, NTA News.
On the softer side, a lot happened on the entertainment world during the week. Here are snippets of what some of the stars were up to.
Thanks for joining us on Entertainment News. Following the saga between Mercy Aigbe and her husband, the Cocoa Master seized the opportunity to call on single and married women to avoid confrontations that will lead to domestic violence, or better still, leave the relationship when life-threatening. The singer also called on the government to put stringent laws in place to curb the excesses of violent men. Meanwhile, Nollywood actor Richard Mofedamijo has been selected to host this year's edition of the African Film Festival. The festival will hold in Dallas, Texas from 30th of June to 3rd of July 2017. According to the organizers, the three-day event will showcase films made by Africans and few non-Africans. Reports have it that Aye Krona Davido has welcomed another baby girl by his new baby mama in Atlanta. The baby has been named after the singer's late mother, Veronica Adeleke. Davido took to his social media platform to break the news of the bundle of joy. Nigerian-British actor David Oyelowo is set to stage an amazing performance in a movie about racism. The film is based on a true-life story of a black doctor in 1925. The movie is titled Arc of Justice. The literary piece is based on a non-fiction book published in 2004. The script is written by Max Bernstein and Rodney Barnes. And that's it from our entertainment desk.
Well, Steve, that's the beat that we have for you on Money Right today. So
well, that's a beat that's quite enlightening, as a matter of fact. We're glad with some of those news. I'm very sure we're going to be seeing more of people like you making the whole Saturday morning.
It's all part of the change. It's all part of the change.
Change begins with me.
Yes, it does.
It does with you and with you.
It begins with NTA. All right.
Anyway,
thank you guys
so
for
very
having
much.
me here.
Certainly, and we're going to be glad to have you every other week.
Okay. Look forward to that.
All the best.
See ya.
Well,
okay.
So yes, we know that so much is going on. The program itself is taking a whole different shape. A lot of our viewers out there are so excited, and they say, oh, our parents used to talk about Money Right. Money Right used to be this, Money Right used to be that. Now we are beginning to experience the lives of our parents, but this time differently in the 21st century, where you know the mobile, internet, and all that
social
is taking
media
over.
and everything.
Of course.
Well, I mean, personally, I think this change is very welcome. I am quite excited about it, I have to say that. So, the news, what did you think of it?
Oh, amazing, as a matter of fact. I think Ademola has a way of actually, you know, using his words, and you think that this is one kind of Hammer House of Horror. But it's all well and good. It's the beauty of it all. Anyway, Money Right continues as we go on this short break with a promo.
NTA2 celebrates Lagos at 50.
The management and staff of NTA2 Lagos felicitate with the government and good people of Lagos State on the occasion of 50th anniversary of the state.
The Center of Excellence taking steady steps towards the attainment of the mega city status.
Congratulations!
Lagos at 50.
Ìtẹ̀síwájú Èkó ló jẹ gbogbo wa lógún.
It's another blessed month of Ramadan. It is a season that offers unequaled mileage and widest opportunity to maximize rewards from Allah. Take advantage of the endless opportunity by sponsoring any of our spiritually rewarding segments on Ramadan Diets. Tarawih prayers from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, living in the month of Ramadan, interactive segment which broadens your knowledge in Islam, our call to prayer in 3 segments are also open for sponsorship. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call Basira on 0803 373 8264, Aisha on 0816 114 0447, or Aki on 0705 079 1252. Ramadan Diet. It's all about spiritual upliftment. Ma salam.
It's celebration time and NTA2 Your Recharge Station is at it again. Oh yes, it is the NTA to Children's Day Party 2017. Come and be part of the fun and avail yourself the opportunity of winning fabulous prizes for your school and yourself. Venue, NTA to premises at Madubolo Road, Victoria Island, Lagos. Date, May 27, 2017. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Gate fee, 1,000 naira per child. I don't change my name to NTA to Children's Day Party 2017 is proudly supported by His Excellency Akinwumi Ambode, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, Adnam Communications, MTN, Aquadana, AK Media, Nestle Milo, USC Restaurants, Glow, Fax Media, Deli Foods, Lasena Water, Hotspots, and Indomie. For more information, please call 0803-702-2845 or 0805-077-4607. NTA to Children's Day Party 2017. You don't want to be told.
Alhamdulillah, the blessed month of Ramadan is here again, and in the spirit of the holy month, NTA 2 Lagos Network Center, your Richard station, invites individuals, Islamic societies and corporate organizations to be part of our lined-up spiritually rewarding Ramadan programs. Available for sponsorship at affordable rates are segments such as Ramadan Talk, Tafsir, Call to Prayer, coverage of Ramadan lectures, and Eid prayers to celebrate the termination of the blessed Ramadan exercise. For details and inquiries, please contact Basira on 0803-373-8264, Aisha on 0816-114-0447, or Akin on 0705-079-1252. Ma salam.
Right, make it a date. As a matter of fact, May 27th. We're going to be having a children's party right here on the premises of NTA 2 Lagos Network Center, located here on Victoria Island. So as a matter of fact, we're going to be having a special edition of Morning Ride
for the children. And I was even going to say that it's very important for daddies and mummies and principals, headmistresses, whoever you are, as long as there's a child in your custody, bring that child to NTA on the 27th of May. For that child to have a great time.
And for me, I would say happy Ramadan in advance to our Muslim brothers and sisters as Ramadan commences soon. So it's a huge deal.
Yeah, I'm always excited for one thing, that Nigeria is a wonderful country where you look forward to some of these holidays.
Definitely. No, it's not. This time around, it's not even an holiday. It's the fact that yes, the fasting.
Yes, because you know that after
after the fasting comes the holiday. I think we're here for that.
Okay.
All right, and what are we having next?
All right, let us go into the world of newspaper review to see what actually happened, in the course of the week in the world of news. Let's take our newspaper review right away.
It's good to have you join us on our review of newspaper headlines during the week on Morning Ride. Oshibajo takes charge as Buhari returns to UK. This bold headline graced the front page of the Daily Trust of Monday, May 8th, 2017. On the front page were also these sub-headlines. Electricity tariff may rise by July. DSS releases Suswam on self-recognition. President hosts 82 freed Chibok girls. The Guardian newspaper of Tuesday, May 9th, 2017 has this bold headline. Suspended Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Lawal, Ikoyi Gate probe in limbo. On the front page was also this sub-headline. Fraud allegations threaten universal health scheme. The Daily Sun of Wednesday, May 10th, 2017 had this bold headline: Controversy over Buhari's letter on power transfer, with the writers, senators, lawyers differ on Oshibajo's status. President handed over to me, says Vice President. On the front page were also these sub-headlines: Anambra, Golden Tulip takes over Agolo Lake Hotel. Pro-Saraki, Dogara protesters storm National Assembly. Ikoyi Gate, NCA, NIA, EFCC, CBN shun reps probe. Tension in Niger Delta over revocation of oil blocks allocated to indigents. Rivers rerun, Governor Wike floors police. Finally, Senate receive harmonized budget. The New Telegraph of Thursday, May 11th, 2017 had this bold headline: Oil workers threaten to cut 660,000 barrel per day production. On the front page were also these sub-headlines: Fitch, Nigerian banks will continue to face financial risk. Federal government defends Buhari over Oshibajo's status, says nothing wrong with president's letter to the National Assembly. Last but not least was this bold headline on The Guardian of Friday, May 12, 2017. Northern elders vow to defend Buhari presidency, with the writers says distractors exploiting his absence. Pledged support for genuine restructuring. Yakase Muhammad Mama urged caution. On the front page was also this sub-headline: And thus our package on headlines during the week. Morning Ride continues shortly.
Alright, that was the newspaper review in the course of the week. And for me, one of the major stories that did it for me in the course of the week has been the fact that in one of the headlines in our Daily Trust newspaper that I have right in front of me right now says 5 crucial decisions Oshibajo will take in Buhari's absence. And one of them, I'm going to have to mention 5 of them now. One says assent to the 2017 budget. That's number 1. Number 2, inauguration of 2 new ministers, designate cabinet reshuffle. That's number 2. And then number 3, decision on the fate of the suspended SGF and the NIADG. And number 4, deployment of non-career ambassadors. And number 5, board appointments. And those are the 5 major things that he's going to be doing in the course of him being the acting president.
All right, for me, I think the news that bounces up to my face is this particular one on the Joss lady who became first-time mom at 63.
That's wonderful.
Coincidentally, all right, she has worked as an administrative staff with the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA,
now I
in Kano. She retired in 2012.
Now I understand why the story got you interested.
It did, and of course, the miracle baby's name is Bess Hannah, and we want to say, Margaret Davil, congratulations. And God is going to keep that child, and God is going to give you long life so that you will see the child's children.
Amen.
All right. So,
well, I would have to say that the country really. Well, we're hoping for the best. We're always hoping for the best when it comes to Nigeria, I have to say. And we're keeping our fingers crossed that this tenure or this period will reap benefits for us.
Definitely.
That's what I'm really hoping for.
We will.
And Stephen, you forgot to wish someone a happy married life.
Well, we're going to be coming up to that, basically.
Well, I heard that the airport in Niger State was flooded with private jets. So,
well, what do we have next?
Okay, and our the next thing on the menu for you is a feature on baby backing. Let's know what that is about.
Newly evolving trends in fashion and lifestyle have indeed affected all aspects of human life. From the choice of phone, jewelries and clothing, hairdo and so many others, no one wants to be left out of the moving trend. In the past, it was only normal and most appropriate for a woman to strap her child to her back using a sizable piece of wrapper and a longer and much thicker wrapper called oja to keep the child firmly tied to the mother's back. But with the invention of baby carriers in recent times, baby backing is now considered old-fashioned. In view of this changing trend, we went out to hear from women on the choices and what informed their preferences.
I don't know how to back baby. I think it's the new trend. It's good. It's good. It makes them look smarter. I like it. When I see them, I admire them.
Women should be backing their baby because our mothers, they back us.
They will feel my heat than using baby carrier. That front carrier is not 100% sure. When I get back to my first baby, I carried him with a front carrier. So unknowingly to me, I was doing something housework. The baby fell down. From that, hit his head on the floor.
It's more protected at the back than the front. I don't like people carrying their baby at the front. I don't like it. I hate it because the baby is not protected when the baby is at the front, especially that in his bed. It can easily lose and the baby will fall down. We have seen cases of baby that fell down. Even one happened about 2 years ago at Maryland. The woman was about crossing. The baby fell down and died.
I think the putting baby in the front is the white man's culture. That baby carrier is artificial. Likewise, my wrapper is artificial, but you know we have two wrapper. After carrying her with a normal wrapper, I'll use another one to tie it properly to myself so that the baby can be firm to my body. The legs of the baby will be outside through the baby carrier. Even the neck will not be placed properly. It will be like this at times, it will be moving. But like this now, when I said something is not even tightened very well, so the way I did, I use this one to hold it very firm to myself again. So that the baby can be comfortable very well.
As the popular saying goes, it takes two to tango. Rearing a child involves a man and a woman, so we asked some fathers how they would prefer the child to be carried.
I prefer on our chest because you should use a baby carrier, at least stack away and able to carry other loads if I should go to market. So another benefit is that if at the back, instead of the woman should be carrying baby at the back, it make her always look bad somehow. At old age, it will affect her back too.
Traditionally, and as a cultural person, I prefer my baby to be backed because I feel that it's just a Western influence. We're just trying to copy the Western man by trying to strap our babies right at the front.
Are there any health implications in backing a baby? Hear what a medical expert has to say.
It helps bonding between mother and the child. Bear in mind that when a woman delivers a child, sometimes you've heard of the grandmothers who took up the child and the children do not know who their real mother is. So that bonding is quite important. There's that warmth because children, their skin is not developed enough and they are prone to what we call hypothermia, low temperatures. So the warmth from the mother also helps to keep the child healthy.
In all of this, an advocate of the old tradition seems undaunted and would not bend to the dictates of modern fashion.
Some people believe in hanging a child on their chest. It's not African tradition. The Oyibos, the whites that brought this tradition, they don't tie wrapper. They don't have it in their tradition. They always put on their trousers. They believe backing a child makes you as a mother look local, look primitive, and it is not so.
Well, whether tied to your back or strapped on your chest, the baby's safety, convenience and comfort should be of paramount consideration. So, front or back, guard them jealously and specially too, because they are precious gifts.
All right, yes, that was our feature on baby backing. And I must say that I'm quite surprised at some of the revelations that I found out in that report.
Yeah, we were saying earlier on that people keep saying that the lady there was saying when you back the baby is comfortable. How do you know the baby is comfortable? Because does the baby say that, oh, mommy, how the baby can't talk?
Even aside from that, I've seen women who like tie their children so tight.
So tightly at the neck area.
Don't you think that but I mean, even the doctor says it helps with bonding between the mother and child.
Why can't it bond? Like, you can also bond while the baby is in front.
Oh, I don't know about that, but you see, talking about bonding, why must the baby only bond with the mother?
Exactly.
Because why can't the daddies themselves back the baby
those baby carriers, those ones that are made, that a lot of people carry now, the modern ones. A lot of them were actually made so that men can actually help with the carrying.
We need
of
the bonding
children.
too to our kids.
So
we are responsible for the kids.
Exactly. I think both parents need the bonding. Of course. Okay, so let us go straight into the world of the news. Of course, sports. We are coming up with sports on the go right away.
A warm welcome to Sports on the Go on Morning Ride. We start with football. NPFL champions Rangers International of Enugu survived the scare of Gombe United to earn a vital away point in a 6-goal thriller at the Pantimom Stadium, Gombe. The rescheduled match 19, which rounded off the first stanza of the league, was a fierce contest that produced moments of excitement for the spectators. The Flying Antelopes remained 16th place, one position above the drop zone, with better goals difference after amassing 23 points from a possible 57. Gombe United are fourth from bottom, having gained 23 points from 19 games. Both teams square up at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, Enugu, when the second stanza of the NPFL season commences from May 21. Still football. FIFA President Gianni Infantino says critics of world football's governing body are spreading fake news and taking part in FIFA bashing. Last month, high-ranking FIFA official Sheikh Ahmad Al-Fahd Al-Shaba resigns a day after denying claims linking him to a fraud case. He denies any wrongdoing. Infantino said the new FIFA under his leadership was a transparent organization that was not fielding around. Infantino, 47, took over as FIFA president in January 2016 after the 81-year-old Blatter's 17-year reign ended in a corruption scandal. FIFA under Infantino has been critical of governing experts who had been paid millions to help reform the organization and claimed they had rubber-stamped a stick and wrong system. FIFA also at the 67th Congress voted overwhelmingly to fast-track the bidding process for the 2026 World Cup, which will be the first tournament expanded to feature 48 teams. The winner will be announced in June 2018 at the governance body annual meeting, which is due to take place in Moscow. A joint submission from US, Canada and Mexico remains the only declared bid, but a 3-month window has now started for nations to submit expressions of interest. From football to motorsports, Formula One new chairman Case Carey has accused predecessor Benny Eccleston of failing to grow the sport adequately during his 4-decade tenure. Carey succeeded Eccleston in January after Liberty Media's £6.4 billion takeover of Formula One. While the American admires Eccleston for building the sport into multi-billion-dollar business, he believes opportunities were missed. May 12th marks Carey's 100th day at the Formula One helm. While he creates the sport's social media footprint, he has made no significant the Grand Prix weekend format. But Carey defended Liberty record and said chance will be introduced gradually. Finally, to marathon. The 5th edition of the Okpekpe Road Race takes place this Saturday in Seko area of Edo State, Nigeria. Some of the road race runners in the world, including athletes from over 30 prize money is over $100. Okpekpe Road Race that offers from in the Okpekpe Road Race and IA the standard doping for 27. Governor eminent persons expected to run in support of various charities. Morning Ride continues shortly.
Right, that was Sports on the Go. For me, really, I am still in the bubble of the fact that Chelsea won yesterday's game.
So basically, we're getting ready for top 4. That's what it's all about.
It's not even about getting ready for top 4. Chelsea is already the champion.
No, but what I'm saying is, I mean, well,
despite
you guys know how these things are.
Yeah, despite the fact that they have 2 matches left. You understand, but their point has skyrocketed. They have after yesterday's match, I think it's now 87 points.
They're basically sitting on top.
Exactly. So definitely they are the winner. They are the champion of this year's competition. So really, it's a major deal, and I'm still in that bubble.
I had no peace yesterday.
No.
Listen, I don't know. For me, I still think that we celebrate European leagues and American leagues more than we celebrate our own leagues. So a lot of times, you know, I want us to get to the point where our sports become more entertaining than, you know, the EPL and the rest of that. Well, congratulations to the Blues. You've had it this time around. The sky always remained blue.
Yes.
Our Blues.
Oh, well.
Oh, really?
So, and then, I know in the course of the week, we read something about a surprise drug test that was given to Anthony.
I don't know what's going on.
So,
let the man be. It took the title.
Abi. And then the man even took a bath to ensure that
I
energy.
I hope if he had Eba before the match, that might actually somehow flaunt that test.
All right.
Hey, there's no way.
But then
he's not somebody who would definitely do drugs in order for him
well,
to get
I mean, aside from football and boxing and all of that, we should talk about athletics and running especially because of the Okpekpe road race that is happening in Edo State this next weekend actually. I know a lot of people who love to run. I know people who are like, you know, I want fit farm. Hashtag fit farm.
Fit farm.
Fit farm. Or you see them on Instagram, on Twitter. They are ready to slay all the time. So they're all gearing up to go to Edo State this weekend.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take that challenge as well. The challenge, yes. Because I know for sure, I saw the former governor, Oshomole, who himself get himself prepped up. But I didn't see no kids, I didn't see no children. So I'm wondering, basically, the children might not certainly run, you know, in that marathon. But the morning ride, I understand the children have a special place.
Of course, children always have a special place. And,
so you want to let the secret out of the bag?
Well, okay, fine. It is time now for our children's gist. And today our kids are going to be talking about birthdays. So stick around.
Hello, welcome to the children's segment on Morning Ride. My name is Divine Christian-Yembeke. I am your presenter. Today we shall be talking about birthdays. And I have some of my friends. Nifemi Dare, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
And John Ezekiel, you are welcome to the program.
It's my pleasure.
And now, to the discussion on birthdays. Nifemi, why are birthdays important to children?
Birthdays are important to children because it makes them happy when they see their friends.
John, why are birthdays important to children?
Birthdays are important to children because it is a day in their life that they are made special and they are always happy.
Femi, how are birthdays celebrated?
You can invite your friends and your cousins, and there is usually a lot of food like fried rice, jollof rice, white rice, and yam and egg.
Femi, is yam and egg your best food?
Yes, yam and egg is my best food.
No wonder. Remember when it's Nifemi's birthday that there will be yam and egg? John, how are birthdays celebrated?
I think birthdays are celebrated according to the wish of the child. On my cousin's 5th birthday, he told his parents that he wants his friends and his siblings to come and celebrate his birthday with him in the house. Everyone had so much fun. Everyone was watching TV, there were music, everyone was dancing, and there were lots of food.
Nifemi, where should birthdays be celebrated and why?
Birthdays can be celebrated at home, at school, in the park, or in a shopping mall.
Thank you. John, where should birthdays be celebrated and why?
I think birthdays should be celebrated at home because if birthdays are celebrated at home, the child is going to feel very comfortable having to spend the memorable moments. If birthdays, the child is only to be there with him or her. The good child for the child
The child can bring the goods from when it's coming to school.
If the child should bring the goods when he or she is coming to school, that means the parents can only come to school and check on the child and go back.
But even if the child brings the goods to school, the parents can still come to check on the child and take pictures.
The parents can come to the school, but they cannot take pictures with the child because the school has rules and regulations and it must be followed.
No matter where the birthday is celebrated, what matters is that the child is very happy. It is time to get more comments on birthdays.
Is your mommy here? Oh yeah. Is your daddy here? Oh yeah. Are your friends here?
I think a child's first birthday is very important. I think it's the child's 10th birthday because the child is getting ready to go to secondary school. I feel it's the 5th birthday because the child will remember it for a long time.
I think it is the first birthday because the child is going to feel happy being introduced to the world.
I think it's the 15th birthday because the person is close to being an adult.
I think it's the 18th birthday because that's when the child is now an adult and can start riding a car. John, tell us memorable moments during your last birthday.
My last birthday was so much fun for me because I had time with my parents and I was not left out because my dad, my mom, and my siblings, they were also there with me. We went to the beach, we had so much fun, and it was a very good time.
Thank you. Ifemi, tell us memorable moments during your last birthday.
On my last birthday, I invited my friends and I had so much fun. I liked my dress. It was black with yellow circles and pink hearts.
John, what makes children happy and unhappy on their birthdays?
Children are happy on their birthdays because if they are celebrating their birthdays with their family, they are going to feel happy to share and happy on their birthdays. I have my birthday.
What makes children happy on their birthday?
Things that happy on is when they friends food and things that make children unhappy on their birthdays is when they know that it's their birthday but they don't celebrate it.
John, what advice do you have for children that their parents cannot celebrate their birthdays?
I would like to tell them that they should not be sad because their parents would like to celebrate their birthday for them, but it is the issue of no money and they should not feel sad because their parents were not able to celebrate their birthday. And to the parents, the least they can do for their child is to be happy with the child. They should never get upset with the child on his or her birthday, and they should sing a birthday song for him or her.
Ifemi, what advice do you have for children that their parents cannot celebrate their birthdays?
I will encourage the child to be happy because it's their birthday and they should not be sad because their parents do not celebrate their birthdays.
Thank you. We have now come to the end of the children's segment on Morning Ride. Thank you, Ifemi. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, John, for coming.
Anytime. John is always there.
Until we come your way again on the children's segment on Morning Ride, it is bye-bye.
Okay, that was the children's segment on Morning Ride, and I have to say, I was so excited to see that. I'm actually very excited.
They are so funny.
I know. Birthdays.
No, aside from that, you know, there's this thing about children. When you just hear them talk, You understand? And then the things they say mostly are so funny. You can't, they're unbelievable. And you're like, seriously?
It's amazing that they have an amazing imagination.
It's
the details are things that grasp, and then you're just like, wow.
Did you hear the other one when they asked her, oh, so why do they celebrate birthdays? And then she said, oh, because so that we can cook rice. And I'm like, wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's rice. But hey, on that note, I want to say happy birthday to my younger sister, Alariba Lawson of Alari Clothing. Happy birthday to you. And also want to say happy birthday to Mrs. Akonde. Definitely blessing the Boma George. Happy birthday to you. And Bessie George too. Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
And then Okumato, happy birthday. You were born in the 60s. So remember, we're going to be celebrating big time with you. I have to take that opportunity.
Oh, wow. But even aside from that, though, I have to say, birthdays are really special.
They are.
I mean, even if at this age you don't get to celebrate them as often as you probably would like, but they are quite special. I try my best to celebrate my birthday every year, even if it's just to get a cake and share it with people around me. But I really think it's just mark it and just celebrate and thank God for the life that you've been given.
Exactly.
Well, there's nothing better than being healthy when you celebrate your birthday.
That
Angela,
is true.
what do you think about it?
Of course, for me, right now, or up
On
next,
that note.
up next, I will say, let us go into the world of health in our health monitor, coming right now.
Thank you for being with us on Morning Right so far. This is the health page. And on today's package, we're bringing to you Maxi Vision Eye Hospital, because we're saying you need to check yearly to see clearly. Please stick with us.
When battling with fever, avoid inflammatory foods. A fever is a form of inflammation your body uses to protect itself against harmful substances. Foods that increase inflammation can cause your fever to worsen or even last longer. So when you have a fever, try to avoid foods like bread, pastries, fried foods, sugar-sweetened beverages, and margarine.
Good day viewers, my name is Dr. Eddie Ayo Kiria, and today on Health Monitors we'll be talking about eye floaters. Now, have you ever noticed one or more tiny spots that appear or drifts in your field of view? Spots that you try helplessly to wipe away but you cannot? That will give you an idea of what we're talking about, the eye floaters. These eye floaters are especially noticeable when you take a look at something bright, for example, the sky, or a white piece of paper, or a white wall. And these tiny spots can take different forms and shapes. Some appear like cobwebs, ring shapes, thread-likes, black grayish dots, and so on. Now, eye floaters can be very annoying and frustrating, especially in its initial onset. But except in severe cases, it rarely interferes with your sight. Most of the time it becomes less noticeable and bothersome over a period of time. This is because our brain learns to ignore them. It is however important to know that sometimes eye floaters can be a sign of a more serious underlying eye condition, especially if it is associated with flashes of light, pain, loss of vision, a sudden increase in their number, or following an eye surgery or trauma. Therefore, it is important to seek immediate treatment from your eye doctor to avoid the permanent loss of vision. Now, one would ask, what are the causes of eye floaters? A simple answer to this would be any condition or damage to the eye that causes material to enter into the gel-like vitreous inside our eyes. This is because such materials cast shadows in our retinas to form the image or spots that we perceive floating. Some of these conditions may include aging, which is one of the most common causes of eye floaters. It can happen at any age, but mostly occurs between ages 50 and 75. Aging causes eye flutters simply because as we age, so does the vitreous inside our eyes. And this can lead to formation of thread-like materials that can cast shadows that we perceive as eye flutters. Other causes could include eye disease, especially those that cause inflammation inside our eyes, eye injuries resulting from trauma, diabetic retinopathy, especially in diabetic patients who fail to keep their sugar levels in check, eye tumors, retinal tears and detachments, conditions that result in bleeding inside the eye known as vitreous hemorrhage, and in rare conditions, drug abuse and its adverse effects. Now, how do we manage eye flutters? First and foremost, it is advisable that you visit your eye doctor to rule out any underlying eye condition that could lead to a permanent loss of vision. That said, it is quite unfortunate that there is no current medication to eliminate eye flutters for now. But as earlier said, most of the time, people learn to live with eye flutters as our brain helps us to ignore the image that they form. A little tip that could help would be moving our eyes up, down, left, right in order to maneuver the flutters from our field of view. Nonetheless, in severe cases of very dense and numerous eye flutters that significantly affects your vision, your eye doctor may consider a surgical procedure called vitrectomy or perform a laser vitreolysis. In conclusion, to be on the safe side, it is very important to consult your eye doctor at the first appearance of an eye flutter to avoid a possible loss of vision. Thank you.
That was Eye Care for you again today on Morning Ride, okay? And I want to bring more information to you next time on Eye Care. The ride will continue shortly.
Forgive me, pamper me like your mama, now you, honey, yeah. And if I'm gonna bug on me, hello, you're me, ain't funny. Bimbari, emele, so rara, yeah, bimbari, omele, gerara. Ride, yeah.
Woo! That was beautiful.
That voice natural.
I mean, if you can be sitting in front of me.
All right, that was a very beautiful tune from our very first guest. Of course, I know most of you know him as a name, but let me tell you his real name. His real name is Adedayo Odulaja, and popularly known as GT the Guitarman. How are you?
I'm fine. Not Dayo Adelaja.
Oh, are you serious? Oh my wow!
It's Gemiro Tokumo Akibobo. There must have been a mix-up.
There must have been a mix-up somewhere.
She's been dreaming about somebody else.
No, aside from that,
you need to tell us who Dayo Adelaja is.
No, I need to know what actually happened. What actually happened is that because for me, looking at you, I know I have a whole lot of questions for me, you know, to you. Basically, because you look a whole lot like Kate Henshaw.
Yeah.
That's number one.
I hear that a lot.
Wait, that's number
I hear that
one.
a lot.
To tell you that, yeah, that's number one. And then number two, the fact that, yes, I've been doing a whole lot of research about you based on the fact that, okay, is he related to Kate Henshaw? Is he doing this? So majority of the, you know, researches I've done, they actually mentioned Dayo Adelaja, and I'm like, okay, that is real name.
That's a mix-up.
They must have. So you can see.
But it's all right. We're comfortable with GT, the Guitarman.
And GT actually means Bemiro Tokumbo.
No kidding.
Oh. It's guitar. No?
Oh. And then another that you look.
Yes.
You
I'm actually young.
Baby face.
I'm actually young.
Wait, you have a baby face.
He has drunk the elixir of youth.
And
so.
then without, I'm sure without.
Yeah, we know that because we're the ones with the federal caps. You know,
I mean, you know,
I mean, we are talking the fourth, whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't say that on live television. The beautiful thing is that GT, the Guitarman, is here, and it's amazing. You're actually growing natural hair. That is full.
Thank you. I mean, I'm not that person that likes anything that has to do with routine. You know, so I mean, I find myself finding it difficult to go to the salon, you know, and my wife is always like, what do you want to do with this hair? You know, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. You know, so I just decided, okay, let me just keeping it, you know.
And then whatever day you decide to do whatever with it, then that day it will be done.
I mean, a friend came, she was like, you know what, I don't know, why don't you want to cut your hair? Anyway, sorry, before I answered, she was like, I'm sure your wife doesn't.
No, but you've had dreadlocks. You had dreadlocks.
Yeah, I had dreadlocks. I there was a time I was having cornrows.
Okay.
And yeah, sometimes I just leave it natural and all that.
All right, so basically for me, for the benefit of someone like me, and majority of Nigerians out there who have been mixing up things about you, tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay.
And at least we know that we're hearing it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, okay. My real name is Bemiro Akigbogun Tokumbo.
Okay.
Born in UK, bred in Nigeria. I started music like professionally 2005 when I released a song called When Am I Gonna Be What I Wanna Be? What am I gonna see? I mean, that's the song that a lot of people know, and it was a massive hit. I think it was 2006 to be precise. I was signed to Storm Records for 5 years, from 2005 to 2010. Then I started my own thing called Ember Entertainment. We eventually released an album under Storm called Truth, which featured Nato C and what's his name? Source Kid. Okay. You know, and yeah, we did a couple of collaborations that were massive hits all around Africa. Songs like Ekoile, Jasmine Love is Ekoile. And yeah, and there was General Pipe's Champion remix. We featured the late Dag Green, Vector, Sasha, and a few other people. And over a few years back, I've been dropping songs and shooting videos. There was Save Me, which got 2 nominations at the NMVA. Arise Africa, which got nominations in France, you know, and a few other songs. But now I'm working on a new project. I dropped an album called Baked, like in 2014. You know, and I'm working on new projects now, and I have 2 singles on here right now. What's it called? Wire the Money and Ifedaku. I keep mixing up the songs. There are too many songs. Wire the Money and Arise Africa. Wire the Money is a little bit, is danceable. It's a club song. I mean, different from what people know GT for. And Ifedaku is the laid back, the normal GT lovey boy thingy, and that's what I just played. You know? So I mean, that's a little bit about GT.
All right. Okay, I wanted to ask about the origin of your music. Yeah. I know at the time you started your kind of music, it wasn't really popular in quotes, because Nigerians are very dancey people. We love to dance and all. And then you came with this sound, and you did create a niche for yourself. But I know it must have been difficult. So how were you able to persevere and keep pushing to make that impact that you made?
I mean, I wouldn't say, for me, it wasn't easy starting. You know, it was sustaining it that was easy. I mean, that was hard. You know, especially having a label now. I mean, in 2005, I was just this young dude with the guitar. I can remember I was on Night of 1,000 Laughs, and it was an NTA network, and everybody saw it. You know, it was. I mean, I got calls from all over Nigeria. I wasn't signed then, and you know that was the power of NTA. Anyway.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, so It was massive, and people fell in love with Dream. I can remember on that day, I had people spraying me and all that, and it was easy. I met Obi Asika same year, who introduced, and Dariat Alade introduced me to him, and that was it. I got signed. It was easy, you know. But starting up as an entrepreneur is the difficult part, you know. So for my storm days, they were glorious days, you know. Well, a little bit of issues. But then I had only fond memories.
Well, it's interesting you actually would say that in terms of entrepreneurship, especially the music business itself. Yeah. And you've done quite well for yourself. I mean, everybody you walk down the street, you know, this is a celebrity who actually talks so much about love. Yeah. And you reside in Lagos, obviously, and Lagos at 50.
Yeah.
Would you say that part of your success stories have actually been the fact that, you know, you were in Lagos?
Definitely, most definitely. What can I say? Lagos is the orb of everything that you can think of. You know, I mean, people would talk about the bad side of Lagos, you know, and say, it's overcrowded. Yeah, it's because people want to be a part of Lagos. That's why everybody's here, you know. And when there's a place that is overcrowded, obviously there would be crime. There would be, you know. But then we have to give kudos to the governor and the security people. I mean, we don't have issues like they have in the north, you know, and a few other places. You know, our security men have been able to hold everything down, and the governor is doing great. You look everywhere is beautiful. You know, the roads are, you know, traffic free for me. I mean, I drove from the mainland to in almost like say less than 20 minutes or thereabout. You know, so I mean, kudos to
Saturday.
Yeah.
I was going to say on Saturday morning.
But don't forget, the people get married today. There are so many. I mean, so ceremonies and the old one.
Well, I mean,
you know, you cannot.
To be fair, they wouldn't be getting married before 10 o'clock. But it's fine.
Well,
anyway,
I understand the angle you're coming from for the fact that the government, Lagos State government, has been. I can give kudos to them. Basically, on the what's it called, the bus stops, they are trying as much as possible to modify, which is really helping in traffic.
Definitely
helping with the traffic flow.
Exactly.
And the roads too. I mean, the roads are, wonderful. It's doing great, you know. So yeah, for me, and even entertainment-wise, you know, there's a lot of opportunities that they've created. I mean, Lagos, One Lagos was a massive success. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. I mean, 7 locations, same event for 7 days. I mean, I was a part of it, and it was fun. And the Lagos at 50 thingy too. I mean, it's the fact that they invest so much in entertainment for me. Governor Ambode.
Well, listen, there's so much. We're not letting you go because this is quite amazing. You're going to be doing so much of what you do best. But right now, we're going to be going on a short break. We're keeping you here to the end of the show. And then when we are back, we're going to continue with GT, the Guitarman.
NTA2 celebrates Lagos at 50.
The management and staff of NTA2 Lagos felicitate with the government and good people of Lagos State on the occasion of 50th anniversary of the state.
The Center of Excellence taking steady steps towards the attainment of the mega city status.
Congratulations!
Lagos at 50.
Ìtẹ̀síwájú Èkó ló jẹ gbogbo wa lógún.
Ya Ramadan ya Shahran Huda.
It's another blessed month of Ramadan. It is a season that offers unequaled mileage and widest opportunity to maximize rewards from Allah. Take advantage of the endless opportunity by sponsoring any of our spiritually rewarding segments on Ramadan Diets. Tarawih prayers from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, living in the month of Ramadan, interactive segment which broadens your knowledge in Islam. Our call to prayer in 3 segments are also open for sponsorship. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call Basira on 0803 373 8264, Aisha on 0816 114 0447, or Aki on 0705 079 1252. Ramadan Diet. It's all about spiritual upliftment. Ma salam.
It's celebration time and NTA2 Your Recharge Station is at it again. Oh yes, it is the NTA2 Children's Day Party 2017.
All my ladies, all my ladies.
Come and be part of the fun and avail yourself the opportunity of winning fabulous prizes for your school and yourself. Venue, NTA2 premises at Madubelo Way, Victoria Island, Lagos. Date, May 27, 2017. Time, 10 a.m. prompt. Gate fee, 1,000 naira per child.
I don't change my name to Body.
NTA2 Children's Day Party 2017 is proudly supported by His Excellency Akinwumi Ambode, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, Adnam Communications, MTN, Aquadana, AK Media, Nestle Milo, USC Restaurants, Glow, Fax Media, Deli Foods, Lasena Water, Hotspots, and Indomie. For more information, please call 0803 702 2845 or 0805 077 4607. NTA2 Children's Day Party 2017. You don't want to be told.
Alhamdulillah, the blessed month of Ramadan is here again, and in the spirit of the holy month, NTA2 Lagos Network Center, your recharge station, invites individuals, Islamic societies and corporate organizations to be part of our lined-up spiritually rewarding Ramadan programs. Available for sponsorship at affordable rates are segments such as Ramadan Talk, Tafsir, Call to Prayer, coverage of Ramadan lectures, and Eid prayers to celebrate the termination of the blessed Ramadan exercise. For details and inquiries, please contact Basira on 0803 373 8264, Aisha on 0816 114 0447, or Akin on 0705 079 1252. Ma salam.
All right.
I would long to tell a story of a land that was drained, yet it rose and claimed its glory at the end of the day. Oh, I long to tell a story of the African rain, and we tired of blaming slavery for the act, cheap and the pain. So stand up, 'cause you've been sleeping for too long. Over 1 billion people have got their ropes in your hands. So stand up, 'cause you've been sleeping for too long. It's time to make a change, show the world what you got. So arise, Africa, my motherland, take your place, oh sleeping giant. So arise, Nigeria, my motherland, take your place, oh sleeping giant. I've had a lot of crazy stuffs about you. Some say you cost, and that always making me sober, 'cause I know there's an out you. So can you break the mental slavery here? Restore our long-lost dignity. Oh, stand up. You've been slipping for too long. Over 1 billion
man.
Is this on the airwaves?
Yeah, it's on airways.
Is this part of the new album?
The part of the whole album.
Okay.
But definitely we're thinking
there's a video for it.
No, we're thinking of making visuals for this. This song
you should make a video for this.
Yeah, it got a nomination in France when it was released, and you know it did.
You're having a nomination here on NTA Morning.
Stephen Igbalibo lost in nomination.
Oh, the casting crew. This is amazing because you see the truth is that we need songs that has meaning.
True.
The lyrics in the kind of music we churn out these days is nothing to write home about. Congratulations,
Thank you. But then, can you blame people? Some people just want to make feel-good music and not to remind us of our problems. You know.
Yes.
So I think
this is amazing. This amazing track. As a matter of fact, you should do a remix and collaboration of it, and then have it really nominated for 2017, 2018 awards.
I think we should go for it. Okay, now.
All right. Anyway, I guess on that note, we're going to be saying, "Arise, Africa!
Arise, Africa!"
All right. Anyway, my name is Stephen Ipadabo Lawson. This has been an amazing edition of Morning Ride with GT, the Guitar Man. All right, Eniola.
Thank you so much for being part of the show. If you're just joining us, well, catch up our repeat broadcast coming up later tonight and, of course, tomorrow morning at 11 p.m. and 11 a.m. respectively. My name is Eniola Tuga. Thank you.
And my name is Ohakwe Akwiwu. Thank you for watching the show, because you know what we always say: justice for you, justice for me, justice for everybody. So have an enjoyable weekend. And GT,
please kindly don't say it with your voice, say it with the guitar. Arise, Africa, one more time. Come on, give it to us.
So arise, Africa, my motherland, take your place, oh sleeping giant. So arise, yeah. Time they grow.